Well, hello there, everyone. Can you hear me? Am I broadcasting to the world? I hope I am. I am Scott, your community manager for Another Eden, the cat beyond time and space, and we are here at the pre-8th anniversary live stream. That's right, 8 anniversaries have come and gone. Well, not gone in the case of the 8th one yet. 7 have come and gone. The 8th one is coming. Hello, everybody in the chat. Tariq, Jack, Okay, IOK, Clambo, Orion, Losers, Mitsunade, Melody. It's lovely to be here with you all. I am so excited. There's a lot of good news, a lot of interesting news in today's live stream episode. Before we get started, just a little bit of housekeeping. I would urge everyone to please not post any spoilers if you are in fact dual streaming this stream alongside the Japan live stream. Do not worry, do not be impatient. We will get to all of the content that we need to know really soon, really shortly on this stream, I guarantee you. But yeah, thank you. How's everybody doing today? I saw everybody posting their times, their local time zones. It is currently 6:30 in the evening here, Japan Standard Time, I believe, and sincerely hope that that means it's 9:30 a.m. UTC. So I see a number of people looking for a playable Scott character. Somehow I still won't be called upon to voice that character should that ever happen. It's not gonna happen. Except for in my head. Well, thank you all so much once again for coming. Before we get into the news, into the meat of today's presentation, just a reminder for those of you who have been following us on Twitter and Facebook that we currently ongoing is the pre-live stream campaign. Everyone will get Chrono Stones if we hit our marks. Let's try to hit our marks. Depending on the number of reactions to this campaign post, being the one that was posted on our social media, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, we reach 5,000 reactions. Everybody gets 400 Chrono Stones. Reach 10,000 reactions, and everybody will get 500 Chrono Stones. So please follow us there. Do all of the engaging. Speaking of engaging, if you're here on our YouTube channel, please feel free to like this live stream down below. The thumbs up button, give that a click, a clickety click, and we would greatly appreciate that. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us, click the notification bell, and you won't miss one of these Another Eden live streams. And that would just make me happy. But that's my pitch to you. That's my pitch for the channel. I would be pretty happy. So, you know, if that's something that would enrich you, making a random, live streamer happy, then hey, goal achieved. Let's take a quick look at one of the new pieces of art here to celebrate this. We've got all of our main cast in town, and if it's if you're wondering about the perspective here, this is Aldo and Fine coming downstairs. Like this is not a front view. This is a two perspectives kind of at the same time. I'll explain in just a second, but we've got Aldo kind of surprised to see everybody, and everybody's waving at Aldo and Fine and the gang. And we actually have a trailer here, or I'm sorry, not a trailer, a comment here. Trailers are coming later, I promise. We have a comment here from Momoji Rishi, who says, "Thank you for another chance to illustrate for the anniversary celebration. I wanted the focus to go both on the three coming down the stairs as well as the party greeting them in the background. So I played with framing and perspective a bit. What I was trying to explain, and Momojirushi did a better job of explaining than I did. I hope you all can feel how the adventures thus far have built on each other, and how the new adventures to come will build even further. Congratulations on 8 wonderful years. And to kick off the 8th anniversary, let us celebrate with this, the 8th anniversary trailer. Enjoy.
Ohayo. よく眠れたか？ならよかった。今日は俺も珍しく早起きしちゃってさ。本当に遠いところまで来たよな。まだ出発までは時間もあるし、旅の思い出を話そうか。らしくないって？そうかもな。でもたまにはいいんじゃないか？ここまでみんなと一緒に来れたことがすごく嬉しいって。なんとなくそう思ったんだ。あの日、俺たちの運命が動き出した日から、多くの仲間たちと出会って、多くの敵と戦った。楽しいことばかりじゃなくて、辛いこともたくさんあった。それでも乗り越えてこれたのはみんながいてくれたからだ。きっとこれから大きな戦いが待っている。でもそれを終えたとしても、またみんなとこれからもずっと旅を続けていこうと思うんだ。俺たちの冒険はまだまだ終わらない。ああ、ごめん。長く話しすぎちゃったな。さてと、そろそろ出発の時間だ。遅れるとまた寝坊したって怒られちゃうからな。それじゃあ、新しい旅に出かけようか。
What a trip down memory lane. It's just amazing to think about how far we've come. How many adventures we've had with Aldo and the gang. Yeah, just, you know, I kept seeing in the comments over and over again, oh, this is so nostalgic. It's so nostalgic. Oh, I remember this. And it's just so cool that we're, and I'm so grateful that we're even in a spot where we can say how nostalgic, right? And like, it's crazy that we're 8 years into this adventure, and we're not done. We're not done. We do have to continue. We have a message from some familiar faces. Koike-san, Backy-san, and Hirasawa-san. Enjoy.
Hello everyone.
アナザーアイデン日本版プロデューサーの平沢です。
グローバルワンプロデューサーの小池です。
グローバルワン開発メンバーのバッキーです。
ついにアナザーエデン8周年の目前となりました。アナザーエデンが世界中で愛されるゲームに成長したことをとても嬉しく思っています。
グローバル版の皆様もアナザーエデンの誕生日を一緒にお祝いできてとても嬉しいです。
次はグローバル版の8周年に向けて、頑張らないとですね。わけだ。
いやもうバッキーも一緒に、頑張りましょ
今回は8周年のアップデートについて最新情報をたくさんお届けできればと思うのでお楽しみに。
はい、他の開発メンバーからもですねビデオレター預かってきてますので、ぜひ放送中に流しますので最後までお楽しみください。
はい、僕の口から言えないですが、いろんなビッグニュースが発表予定らしいですよということで、放送の続きをお楽しみください。じゃあそれではバイバーイ。
You all will remember that recently there was a popularity vote, and I am here with the results. Gonna need a lot of drum roll emojis here in the chat, if you please. To begin, for the 8th anniversary popularity vote, we'll start with ranks 6 through 10. Coming in at number 10 is Yakumo, everybody's favorite broody boy. Coming in at number 9 is Amy. At 8 is Ify. At 7, a mascot actually, Moke. Coming out number 6 is Shanhua. So what do you think? Do you feel, how do you feel about this bottom 5 of the top 10? Some love for Shanhua, some love for Moke and Yakumo. Oh, Laffy, you shouldn't. I'm not a character, but hey, you know, if anybody wants to write me in next year. Moving right along, coming in at number 4. Sorry, 5. Number 5. This is the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Suzette. We have some, hey, some people saying that they would have liked to see Amy ranked higher. State your case. We often give a platform here on the live streams when we announce these voting contests. If you want to state your case, you want to create a platform to support your favorite character. You could do so in the chat, but we're not there yet. We're not there now. We're past that. We're in the results phase, and coming in at, speaking of results, coming in at number 4 is Fine. Fine comes in at number 4, which means I believe the top 3 must be different this year, if my recollection is correct. Perhaps I'm remembering this wrong. Any guesses at who is coming in at number 3? As I drink from my invisible chalice. Coming in at number 3, one of you got it, is Sesta. Sesta. Which means there are 2 left. I'm pretty sure you can guess which one of them is, but can you guess which rank they came in? Which place they came in? Well, let's see. Who do we think came in at number 2? Some love for Sesta here. Let's see, Tsukiha and Nekoko. A couple Nekoko guesses. Shigure, Melfi. Well, I think somebody earlier on, none of you got it. Coming in at number 2 is Philly Lily. Philly Lily. Which means, coming in at number 1. Probably the how many years running now? is Aldo, who has dominated the top charts for years. Once again, comes away with the most popular character. Congratulations to the densest of boys. And let us review once again. In at number 10, Yakumo. Number 9, Amy. Number 8, Ify. Number 7, Moke. Number 6, Xianhua. Number 5, Suzette. Number 4, Fine. Number 3, Sesta. Number 2, Lily. And number 1, Aldo. Aldo with that main character energy, literally. Now, if we were to... This is the results of the popularity vote as was voted. Now, if we were to boil everything down to only favorites, things actually look a little bit different. If we only took your number one choice for who is the most popular, Aldo stays the same, but immediately we get some different results. Fine moves from number 4 all the way up to number 2. Suzette moves up 1. Amy actually moves up 4, which kind of tells you that Amy was a lot of people's favorites. But if Amy's not your favorite, she might not make your list quite as often. Meanwhile, the biggest person, speaking of that phenomenon, the biggest jump came for Gildna, who rises 9 spots if we only count favorites. Others that made the top 10 that otherwise didn't, if we're only counting favorite votes, are Isuka and Cyrus. Looking at a few bonus results, we also have our top 5 newcomers. And at number 5, Senya, followed by Utpalaka, Shion ES, Izuna, and Kagurame. And then the top 5 mascot characters / sidekicks. Kuramaru, who made his debut with the Eastern Mythos, comes in at number 5, followed by Kumos, Tetra, Varuo, and Moke. Obviously, if Moke is going to crack the top 10 favorite of all, surely it's also going to be there at first place among mascots and sidekicks. We asked some other questions too, like who is your MVP? Sesta ES was voted number 1 for the MVP. Yakumo, interestingly, keeps his 10 spot for this vote as well. Going up the rankings: Flamlepis, Tiramisu, Ify, Suzette, Annabelle ES, Sesta, Lily ES, Xianhua, and then of course, as said, Sesta ES at number 1. The next question here was character you'd like to encounter, and Sesta ES once again is this top spot here. But coming down from number 10, Xianhua, Id, Izuna, Lily ES, Nekoko ES, Ify, Kagurame, Shion, another Time Layers ES, Yukino AC, and Sesta ES. And then finally here we have, and I'm going to move out of the way just so you can see everything clearly, we have character popularity by language. So you could see a little bit of a breakdown, except, of course, the one the one constant here is Aldo, who has just absolutely dominated the charts in every single language. It doesn't matter. But second place, in Japan, Lily actually comes in second place, whereas everywhere else Fine comes in second place. And then we have a mix at third place, where with Sesta being third in Japan and English language blocks, and then Amy being third in the traditional Chinese language block, and Lily being third in the Korean language block. Yeah, Aldo sweeping. That's the best way to put it. In addition to the popularity vote, that does it actually. Let me conclude before I move on. That is our popularity vote. If you voted, thank you so much. If you did not vote, especially if you're not satisfied with any of the results of this, maybe your favorite character didn't crack the top 10 or didn't get as high as you liked, please vote in the next popularity vote next year around the same time of year. Thank you so much once again, everybody, for voting. With that, we are moving on to the next section. The Another Eden Art Contest 2025 results are in. And I've got a lot of really cool stuff to show you. Man, you guys are so creative. We are announcing the awards here. First special award goes to this illustration from Kumotov. Congratulations. You can see a lot of the main story locations here. And this is a really nice illustration. Man, some people are just oozing with talent. Next one, we actually have a video. I'm going to play this for you right here. Before I do, let me turn off the background music for a moment so that I can show you this next entry from Yuki, which is there. So obviously, we have Senya Deme going on a little adventure here, and you can track their adventure in this little timeline right here as the comic adventure plays. Once again, it's just such a treat to be able to experience the community's creativity. Moving on, we'll actually continue here to the next entry from Dorarinet, who submitted this. I think you can fill in the blank of what 8-bit title this reminds you of. I know what it reminds me of. So yeah, this entry is this title screen along with this 8-bit rendition. Now moving along. Our next entry here from Kawaranai Monogatari.
もなき者のために語り継ぐ伝承を
Moving on to the next entry. Actually, the next entry comes from the English community. One of you guys out there. This one actually from You Are Perfect. I hope you're here, Brad. Maybe. Who submitted a short story, a sort of what if scenario, asking what if Eden became the goddess of time instead. So, what is the goddess of time? We actually have a little bit of a comment from the team here who says that the subject matter already amazing. What if Eden became, like, just the question is already amazing. I could tell from the content that you have read the scenario in depth and put your passion into it. What if stories are created by adding your own interpretation and ideas to the core of the main story? This is filled with the best parts of a fan-made work. That comes from scenario writer Fujishiro, their comment on this work. So well done. Congratulations to You Are Perfect. Up next, I'm going to leave, I think we have one more. Actually, you know what? I'll turn the music back on here. The next video is going to be is a little while away. Our next special award goes to Chino for these little stained glass tree, like reminiscent of a main story, of a very specific main story part 3 locale. Followed by now our next award, our next special award goes to Yoshida for this Kuramaru little stuffed plushie. I want one. I don't know about you guys. I want one. Our next submission here comes from Karubi with this illustration. I mean, this looks like it was taken straight from a comic. Speaking once again of impressive illustrations, our next special award is from Narako. Look at Aldo standing with that cool pose with just one thumb in the pocket. Not the full hand in the pocket, not committing the full hand to the pocket, but just one thumb. We have a reluctant, it seems, Yakumo in the background there, providing backup vocals. Next we have from Kanashio this paper cutting work featuring Nikoko. They must have submitted this rather recently. If those at the bottom are cherry blossoms, it looks like at the beginning of the season. I don't know if I'm seeing that right, but the precision required to do this is something that would escape. I just cannot aspire to. Next from Yuzuriha, we have these cards. This Yuzuriha takes the Hirasawa Producer Prize. They do look Rakmat. They do look a little like fortune-telling cards of some kind. Next up, taking the Koike Producer Prize from Moyon, we have this actual. It's a little bit actually of there's a machinery going on here. I'm going to show you the video here, right over here. You can see how it cranks up. And now we have reached our grand prize winners. Our first grand prize winner is Suzukuro, with this little clay art that I want to eat, but probably shouldn't. And finally, I'm going to turn the background music off for this one once again. Our final, another video animation, our final grand prize winner from Azarashi. Enjoy this work. Any Galliard fans in the house? So once again, thank you to all of the entrants. We will be posting. We will actually be posting the artwork, the submissions. We'll be uploading to a website at a later date. You can view these in their entirety. Keep an eye out on our socials for updates on that. Please follow us on Facebook, X, wherever you get your news. Follow us there. We'll let you know. We'll be posting that out when that is ready. Okay, now let's talk about the game. What's coming up in the game? New news for what's coming up. We begin with this trailer.
My blade is the light in the dark. Allow me. Zap. Huh? Your head is mine. This is the power of the Fugen Dragon! over in a flash. A great sword is calm. And yet mine is a storm forever raging on. Draw. For destruction, I steel my heart sharp and cold, a righteous torrent. Till it one day sees the sun. Another Eden, the cat beyond time and space.
Oh, I cut that off a little early. Let's go back. Let us go back and witness that little cold ending, shall we?
Cat beyond time and space.
I couldn't let you guys. I did not have the heart to let you guys miss that little interaction. Forgiveness for almost skipping over that one. Shion unbound at last. The Fugen dragon takes flight. Had to add in that little bit at the end. Couldn't skip over it. Let's bring the music back here. There we go. While we take a look at a creator comment from designer Yuko on the new Shion ES, I was given the request of making a design that serves as an answer to Shigure's, so I chose a dark color palette in opposition to Shigure's dazzling majesty. With Hirasawa-san's advice, I tried a few different poses for the illustration, but I ultimately settled on the one you see. Shigure ES with a smile on his face and the sun at his back, Shion ES with a blade in his hand and the moon at his. I like to think that it makes for a pretty good opposing pair. I hope that you all enjoy seeing his story and the mythos through to the end. So we will, as always, we usually have a Backy's Battle Tips. We get into the stats, we get into the meta, the crunch of the character. We will be doing that a little bit later in the live stream. We have a kind of a more of a dedicated section to that as it comes to this. Because I don't want to delay any further what's coming next, which is Main Story Part 3, Volume 4 News. We're here, everyone. We are at Main Story Part 3, Volume 4. The 3-part saga, starting with Another Eden's release on April 12, 2017. The story of the Kronos family finally reaches its climax. The story up until now. The cross of God will be shattered by the golden sword, the tree of time, and the winged beast. Only then will the gates of true paradise be opened to us. The party successfully defeats Blade Lord in the Crystal Age. However, guilty Hades goes on a rampage with the golden sword in hand. Kronos and his Imperial fleet have begun their transdimensional invasion. At last, the hollow time lair has been closed, and the seal on the goddess of time has been broken. Kronos and his Imperial fleet have begun their invasion via a dimensional tear. Now, that is up until now. So where do we go from here? I'm excited to share with you exactly where we go from here. Enjoy this video.
さあ、それでは今一度時空を超えて冒険の旅に出よう。殺された未来を助けに行こう。時の闇の降る前に。 してついに運命の時は来た。懐かしい大切な人よ、長きあまたの戦いの果てにありし日の約束を果たす時が。
私はあなたたちに殺されました。
そしてわしが祖父のジルヤじゃ。
さあ、それでは今一度時空を超えて冒険の旅に出よう。失われた未来を助けに行こう。赤き闇の降る前に。
Just want to take a moment to allow chat to respond accordingly. This is the appropriate response, chat. This is more or less what I assumed this was going to be. That's right. Aldo is getting another style. But that's not all. The main story, Part 3, Volume 4, reaches the climax. This will be the final volume of Main Story, Part 3. With that, Majesty, we have some new background music to play. Hit it. There we go. Some people in the chat didn't think that it would be real. They thought they were just kidding around when they said Aldo AS. No, that's the thing that's happening. Let's take a even closer look at this key visual art here for Main Story Part 3 Volume 4. Would it be redundant of me to ask, what do you all think? We had some true believers out there that thought this would happen one day, and you have been rewarded. Of course, within another style, we have a comment from the main visual artist Kazuma Koda, who says, "For this piece, I begged to do it in collaboration with character designer Che. We sometimes go out and eat together, so I brought it up casually and was blessed with an enthusiastic green light. So, well, I couldn't not shine a light on the character. I sent over a sketch of a cool pose, and before I knew it, it was turned into something amazing beyond words. Aldo and the gang all look very powerful. It was a fun piece to work on." Let's look one more time at that cool pose and Aldo in the gang looking very powerful. Comment from Kenny Bebe. Just solidified his #1 spot for another 10 years in the popularity vote. Well, depending on the kinds of questions that are asked, sometimes their characters are divided by outfits. So maybe in some polls, maybe Aldo, and I'm not the one that makes the polls, so don't take my word for it, but maybe Aldo AS will be competition for Aldo. Thank you Denny's for for letting me know that we had 2 background musics coming in. This is the background music. This is the only one I wanted. I believe we had him. Let's go over the story here. The story of Part 3, Volume 4. The world is helplessly swallowed up in the vortex. The cursed sword, Ogre Rancorum, said to bring calamity upon the world, was drawn by Aldo, who, along with his friends, has traveled on adventures across space and time. A new dimension with unknown properties, known as the Edix domain, is born between the two time layers. While navigating this mysterious place where time and space are all in a jumble, Aldo, Fine, and friends must stop the formidable Kronos Empire in its tracks in order to return their world to normal. What will Aldo and company find in this unknown Edix domain? What is the true aim of the Kronos Empire and its emperor? And what of the goddess Madoka and Eden and Zervin? The battle across space and time reaches its climax. All right, let's break everything down. As always, whenever a new episode comes out, a new story, a new volume, whatever it is that comes out, we talk about the setting, we talk about the music. We'll begin with the setting, the aforementioned Edix domain. That looks inviting, doesn't it? We'll break in more into the locations. Specific locations soon. And now let's talk about the characters. One that you saw in the trailer, her name is Nilia, voiced by Rebecca Hansen. The Queen O' Chaos, Nilia the Nullifier, a mysterious girl who suddenly appeared before the party. Jilia, a strange jellyfish-like organism claiming to be her grandfather, accompanies her. Prideful but polite, Nilia exudes childlike curiosity that knows no boundaries, and sometimes even crosses them too. We have a comment from the creator, from designer Shuichiro Yamamoto, who says, "I'm Shuichiro Yamamoto. I'm really into drawing non-humans. So when I got the request to draw a mysterious bendy monster girl, I blasted Kato-san with a paragraph that breaks down to, 'You're a monster lover too?' And he replied, 'Not particularly.' I was told to use a jellyfish as the base. So after some consideration, I decided to have her carry a Martian cephalopod-esque being on her back. Since she isn't human, there was a lot of freedom in designing her, but that also came with a lot of time spent debating what to do. It was a deeply enjoyable project. I really love how her eyes are always shining. Her movement is interesting as well, so I hope you can enjoy that as you play through the story." And of course, as we've discussed, Aldo's Another Style is coming. Aldo voiced by Jared Zeus. You can get this by progressing through the main story to unlock his Another Style. I'll pause here for a moment. Brief pause for a reaction. We have another creator comment from designer Shinwoo-chae. I felt that Aldo's design was already pretty perfect, so I pondered for a long time as to how to maintain his protagonist core while still adding some panache that everyone would enjoy to his Another Style. I tried incorporating aspects of his existing outfit, including the silhouette, but with a bit of a twist. What do you all think? I hope you all enjoy adventuring in these clothes in the finale of Part 3. What do you all think? Yes, even Ogre Rancorum there, you can see, does have a Boboro, does have a makeover as well. And it is interesting, like, you know, if you look at the silhouette, there are definitely some differences, you can tell, but there are quite a few similarities. At first glance, a silhouette you might think like, oh, did he get a new cape? But once revealed, there's a lot of differences there. Now, we talked about the setting of the Edix domain. Once again, let's get into specifically some of these places, including the transforming battleship. Remind you of anything? Next up, we have the Edix Abyss. Once again, one of the least, not the most welcoming of places. And then finally, we have this. I guess we'll have to just play through to learn more about this one. Highlights. Let's talk about some of the features of this new story, the ways you'll be able to experience it. First of all, when you can explore this world aboard the Synth Hydra. First appearing in Part 1, Synth Hydra has accompanied the party for many adventures. At last, you can captain the most honorable of battleships yourself. I call him the gentleman battleship. As you set sail for a world of exploration. Rumor has it, there's a new room on board. I think you eagle-eyed viewers might have seen in the trailer that we watched a little demonstration of Synth Hydra roaming through space here. Next, we have characters from adventures past. Friends you made on past adventures are back to lend a helping hand. Some help make powerful weapons, some have helpful items for sale. Still others help unlock previously unreachable locations. And that's not all. Get the help of more than 10 classic characters. I'm sure you all are familiar with this lineup here, though perhaps never seen in the same place all at once. New conflict. As the party's conflict with the Emperor Kronos comes to a head, old enemies begin to creep out from the shadows. Using chaos as a cover, an old enemy bides his time. But who is he, and can he be stopped? New conflict. New sidekicks. Even in the world of Volume 4, new sidekicks join the fold. Their teamwork as a trio makes them stand out. Take them on your adventure and help them grow. They have a chance to find items when using auto skill, and their charge skill will have one member of the trio move at random, and they have different additional effects. And now we have, this is actually something that I'm pretty excited about. This bit here is interesting to me, because I gotta tell you, it's affected the way I've played the game before. When playing through another Eden story, certain characters can become temporarily away, or become locked into certain areas until completion. You might see notifications like this. Aldo has left your party. You will be unable to switch maps for a while. Your movement freedom will be restricted for a while. Proceed anyway. Things such as this. Well, now, for Volume 4, for the story of Volume 4, you can pause the story even if you reach moments like this. So you pause the story of Volume 4, and away characters will return and once again become available to add to your party. So you just want to do something else. You want to whatever it is you want to do. You want to upgrade something in the middle of the story, but you don't have a character. Well, they will return once again, be added to your party, and when entering the Volume 4 world, the characters that were added back to your party will once again go away again, and characters that were any character that was sent away before you paused it, or who came back, who was sent away before you paused it, who came back when you paused it, when you resume, they'll go away again, if that makes sense. Basically, you could just put it all on pause and freely go through any maps that you want to and bring your party members back. This is specifically for Volume 4. Enter the world of Part 3, Volume 4. Beyond time and space, a world of adventure awaits. The final chapter of the Kronos family saga begins now. Well, begins. We'll let you know exactly when it begins a little bit later in this stream. Begins with Volume 4. That much is certain. This segment is get a lot of engagement in the chat, a lot of comments in the chat every time we do one of these. So I'm happy to introduce to you some of the new music. We will let me turn off the background music here, and we will start with Staccato, Space Time, and Food, composition by Kan Inoue. I wanted to play that a little bit extra long because I saw some comments that some people were having difficulty with the audio, that the stream may have lagged for some of you. Just a little PSA, as some people are saying in the chat. Apparently, if you refresh the stream, that might fix the audio issue if you are experiencing any audio issues. I will recap this, give you some time to refresh the stream if you need to. That, again, was Staccato, Space Time, and Food, composed by Kan Inoue. And we'll move off of that one for now as we move into our next one. This is a normal battle track, normal as in regular fights, not boss battles or anything like that. Arcane Dominion, composed by Shigeki Hayashi. So once again, that is the normal battle track, Arcane Dominion, proposed by Shigeki Hayashi. Before we move on to the next one, I want to tell you, give you some of the highlights here. In Part 3, Volume 4, another Eden music from the journey thus far gets a new twist, featuring Procyon Studios' Shunsuke Tsuchiya and Miriam Abenasser in certain compositions. And we're going to listen to a couple of those right now. The first one being Where the Wind Blows, Edix version, composition and arrangement by Shunsuke Tsuchiya. We'll listen to a little bit of the music and then I'll read a quote. So once again, this is Where the Wind Blows, Edix version. Obviously, this is very familiar. This is one of the first tracks you hear in exploring the world of Another Eden early on. And except this time, rather than sounding really bright, there's a little bit of a mystery. There's a little darkness to it. There's a little unsuredness to it. We have a quote here from Shunsuke Tsuchiya, who says, "I was asked if I could make an arrangement where the song starts off sounding completely different, then gradually fades into the familiar. Where the Wind Blows. Now that I think about it, it's already been 10 years since I've composed Where the Wind Blows. 10 years. It was a really nostalgic creative process. Time sure does fly. I wanted to keep the piano as the main focus, but added in a bunch of noise percussion and reversed synth, as well as some pitch-shifted effects. I wanted to give a more mysterious feel compared to what we've heard before." Moving on. Next one, we'll do the same thing. We'll play this song, composed and arranged, Those Who Inherit the Stars, Edix version, composed and arranged by Miriam Abenasser. Once again, we'll play a little bit of the song, and then I'll read the quote. So once again, this is the Edix version of Those Who Inherit the Stars of it. Quote from Miriam Abenasser, who says, "I am honored to have had this opportunity to create music for Part 3, Volume 4, an even bolder and more passionate version of my Part 1 composition, Those Who Inherit the Stars. I was able to arrange it into a battle theme well suited to Part 3, Volume 4. The highly technical piano melody, which featured heavily in Those Who Inherit the Stars, makes another appearance here. Strings, piano, and percussion instruments serve as a base, with synthesizers, brass, and chorus vocals adding a more luxurious flair. I think it makes Those Who Inherit the Stars into a different kind of boss battle theme." Now we have one more sound highlight here. Pianist Yui Morishita will be on board with some of the arrangements. I'll actually read first, and then we'll listen to a sample. Yui Morishita, a pianist and composer, in addition to his classical music performances, he also has participated in countless studio recordings. He has composed and performed for official arranged soundtrack albums of various games and anime. Let's take a quick listen to a sample. So once again, this is an arrangement you might remember, might sound familiar to you, a piano arrangement featuring Yui Morishita. With that, let us bring back our new music loop. There we go. Now, in order to play this, you will need to, of course, clear main story chapter 114. And now we get to the part where we reveal the day. What day do we think this is releasing? I'll give you a moment to guess. The Chronos Empire Starts Back, main story, part 3, volume 4, with version 3.11.0, will release April 12th. April 12th is exactly 8 years to the day that Another Eden was released. Very special day April 12th is. And along with it, to celebrate this release, and to celebrate Aldo finally getting an AS, we are doing a giveaway campaign. Post on social media for a chance to win. On X, you can post it with the hashtag AldoAS. On Facebook, just comment on the campaign post. One lucky winner will receive a Part 3, Volume 4 poster autographed by Another Eden devs appearing in the Japan livestream. The deadline to enter for that is April 6th, 2025, 2:59 p.m. UTC. Who here is interested in an autographed Another Eden poster? My voice doesn't match? Does my voice not match? Do you mean it's not synced, or does my voice not sound like it should come out of this face? If you're still having an audio problem issue, Rex, some people refreshing the stream seem to fix their audio issue. Now we do have some more letters from the developer, including one from the only scenario writer, Masato Kato.
こんにちは、加藤正人です。 皆様のおかげでアナザーエデンは日本のリリースから8周年を迎えました。世界中の皆様にも長くプレイしていただき、誠にありがたい限りです。先ほど発表した通り、メインストーリー3部の最終編が4月12日にリリースされます。アルドたちの旅の終着点を最後まで見届けていただけるとありがたいと思います。で今回はまた、ニルやジュリアというユニークなキャラクターが新たに仲間になるので、そこら辺も非常に期待して待っていてもらえると自分の方もすごい嬉しく思ってます。でもちろんまだまだアナデンの冒険は続いていきます。これからもワクワクする展開が待っていますので、どうぞご期待ください。よろしくお願いします。
Thank you so much, Kato-san, for that message, and also for like shaping my childhood, basically. The next message we have comes from director Takeshima-san. Enjoy.
こんにちは、ディレクターの竹島です。この度はメインストーリー第3部の最終編を4月12日にリリースする運びとなりました。アルドの旅のクライマックスにふさわしい遊び応えのあるコンテンツをチーム一同でご用意いたしましたので、皆様にお届けできることを楽しみにしています。最終編では第3部の巨児層だけではなく、第1部から第2部までアルドたちのたどってきた場所、出会ってきた人々が思い起こせるような世界になっています。またクロノス一家の物語の一つの区切りとなるメインストーリーはもちろんのこと、この不思議な世界の中でさまざまな出来事が待っていますので、合成気流に仲間として一緒に乗り込んでアルドたちと共に冒険を楽しんでください。そしてもちろん第3部最終編の後にもアナザーエデンではさまざまな展開をご用意していますので、最終編を遊んだ後も楽しみにお待ちいただけますと幸いです。
Thank you so much, Takeshima-san. Now, let's talk about the other things around the 3.11.0 update, including some characters to celebrate the 8th anniversary. One that we've already met, but let's get to know a little bit better.
This is for the world where I was born. Eat this! Have a taste of unknown alien power! Another Eden, the cat beyond time and space.
A couple of notes here. First of all, I saw some people in the chat mention that she's a crystal type character. This is true, but there's a little bit more to it than that. We'll get to that in just a moment. And number two, I think we heard before. We spoke before a little bit about how Nilia moves in a very unique way. You saw some of the bendy animations in her attacks there. Now, it is time for everybody's favorite MetaCrunch segment of the program, Backy's Battle Tips, Nilia edition. Her attacks change to match type weakness. Lunatic Plus, based on target's weak point, grant flexible character, / flexible piercing, flexible blunt, or flexible magic to the user, persistent. Activate Lunatic for 3 turns, and user gains Mind's Eye for 3 turns. You can activate this only once per battle. Obviously, Lunatic. Abise Kick Special, unique skill, single enemy crystal blunt attack times 2, XL, strength increased on weak point 60 times. Drive Lariat, each enemy crystal blunt attack XL. Now, this is a little bit different. We'll get into this in a second. Each enemy is different than all enemies. and I'll explain how in just a moment. But Nilia's damage on critical plus 30%, gain singular focus 3 turns, skill plus. When in weak point, applies the following effects to Nilia: overcritical and increased damage against weak points. Now, what is each enemy attack? What is the difference between all enemy versus each enemy? With strength rankings such as L and XL, single target attacks differ from all target attacks based on adjustments to damage totals. So single target attacks will do more damage to a target than all target attacks of the same strength. Using a single target attack that hits each enemy, therefore, has a stronger effect than using an attack that targets all enemies. So it's like you're attacking everyone with single target attack strength. Additional ability. When using a learned skill before attack, grant flexible / piercing blunt magic to the user depending on the target's weak point persistent. This skill, Drive Lariat, targets each individual enemy and changes type to match each target's weak point. This is important if you've got enemies with different weak points on the field. Powerful effects that support Nilia's strengths added in Stellar Burst. Stellar skill Moonsault Meteor enhanced each enemy crystal blunt attack XXL times 30 times. Continual Barrier Pierce. In Stellar Burst, before attack, inflict exposed on all enemies based on user's attack type 1 turn. Note, Nilia gets Edix activity when under Edix activity or Edix surge environmental effects. These add 50 to power, intelligence, and speed, and physical magic resistance plus 15%. Now let's talk about Nilia's sidekick / maybe grandfather, Julia. His charge skill will put the spring back in your party's step. Auto skill Invasion Glow. All enemy crystal magic attack XL and physical resistance down 10%, magic resistance down 10%. 3 turns, max stack times 5. Max stack 5. When charge stack is 5 or more, when Nilia is in the front line, Nilia can use Lunatic Plus again. When Crystalline Stance is deployed, charge attack plus 1. Charge skill, Reconstruct. Restore all allies, 100% HP and MP, and revive KO'd allies and restore all statuses and remove debuffs. To summarize, take advantage of her weak point targeting attacks. Bring Julia and deploy Crystalline Stance to speed up her charge skill's recharge time. Ever contribute as an attacker for crystal type or blunt type parties. The recommended party formation here: Crystal Party would be Lily ES, Alma AS, Mistrara AS. For a blunt party, Renri AC, Kagurame, and Daisy AS. Her ability after Stellar Awakening lets you take advantage of weak points by weapon type, so she can slot right into a bunch of different parties. Now, we queued up at the top that we were going to talk about Shion ES later. You might remember that happened earlier this stream. We introduced Shion ES. For those of you who didn't forget, we now introduce his battle tips. Utilizing his new zone ability is key. Lunatic. Activate Lunatic 3 turns and grant charge on user. Stack 3 zone ability. Flicker. Change to normal attack after activating. About Flicker. At turn end, zone ability Flicker. At turn end, stack 2 Flicker based on number of slash attack move count. At turn end, consume 3 Flicker. Slash attack damage increases based on number of stacks. Fugen Ito Ryu, Crack, unique skill. All enemy thunder slash attack, XL, and thunder attack plus 100%, and change to full focus for 5 turns and stack Anata, and stack 3 Flicker. When in Dazzling slash stance, the ally in the front line slot to the user's right gets thunder attack plus 100% for 5 turns, and stack Anata. Buff type changes based on allies' type personality. About Anata. Power and speed. Power plus 100% and speed plus 200. Sorry, back up. Anata. Power plus 100 and speed plus 200. When Shion is KO'd, consume all. He provides great support for any slash type party. One with the blade, all enemy preemptive slash attack M, and deploy dazzling slash stance and stack 3 Flicker. When dazzling stance slash stance is deployed, awaken zone. Triple violet bolt, all enemy thunder slash attack times 3 L, and restore all allies 15% and restore 5 MP and stack 3 Flicker. In full focus, restore the amount Restore amount increases times 3 and max MP plus 20%. Shikuchi, Peerless Cut. All enemy thunder slash attack times 3 XL, and all allies power and speed and slash attacks plus 50%, 5 turn max stack times 3, and critical rate plus 100% for 5 moves, stack 3 flicker. And full focus, strength increases times 10. Singular Focus lends an extra helping hand to the whole party. Stellar Skill, Cleared Clouds, enhanced all enemy thunder slash attack XXL. Before attack, Singular Focus to all allies and stack 3 flicker, and activate user's strongest learned unique skill in Link. Win in Stellar Burst. Before an attack, deploy Dazzling slash stance, and all allies gain Lunatic charge for 3 turns. Increase strength based on number of flicker stacks, max 20, total 99 stacks. Additional ability enhanced at battle start in front line with 4 sword, katana, axe allies in the front line. Deploy Dazzling slash stance. Light and Shadow ability. Effect activates with 3+ Eastern and Fugen Itoryu allies in front line. When users act in battle, light power is stored up. To summarize, a perfect match for slash type allies, especially Fugen Itoryu personality types. Deploys Dazzling slash stance. Increases slash damage with his zone ability. Stacks Anata with which increases power and speed on the ally to his right in the front line with his use of unique skill Fugen Itoryu Crack. Recommended allies include Shigure ES. Anata stacks can support Air's Will effective damage avoidance based on the difference between his and the enemy's speed. Kane AC. He can support Akane AC in her attacker role and give an extra kick to Grit, which stacks in accordance to Fugen Itoryu allies in the party. Melpifia. Shion ES's Singular Focus is an excellent match for Melpifia's ability to increase allies' max MP. And Sesta AS. Anata gives an extra boost to Twin Blade Wolf's firepower. There we go. Ah yes, Sesta, the honorary Itoryu member. Not everybody is necessarily Itoryu. But just because they're not an Itoryu doesn't mean that they won't make a good complement to the party. Now let's talk about the encounters to be added in version 3.1.1.0. We covered 2 characters, stats. They will come with 2 different star trails. 2 star trails will be added. They differ depending on the encounter. So we have Anomaly Debris Star Trail associated with Nilia, and Futsunomitama Star Trail, which is associated with Shion ES. First, Fateful Encounter for ally Jilia. Appears Stellar Awakened as a pickup bonus. Encounter after Stellar Awakening, of course, to get 10 Shadow points. This is a Shadow character. And then you will encounter Sidekick Jilia when you encounter Nilia's 5-star class. Now we have Fateful Encounter Sidekick Edition. Characters with sidekicks featured, including Nilia. One of the following guaranteed as the 10th character in the encounter. Nilia with Julia, Id with Hazama, Minako with Tetra, Minako AS with Tetra AS, Jill Funny with Piggy, Yakumo with Kumos, Yakumo AS with Kumo AS, Dilly Lily ES with Moke, Villette with Gunts, Crimson Reaper Ilulu with Lemil. Next we have Fateful Encounter Extra Style Futsunomitama. Shion's Extra Style appears Stellar Awakened as a pickup bonus. Encounter after Stellar Awakening to receive an additional 10 light points. Shion, it's interesting that the lighter character gets shadow points and the darker character gets light points. Shion's, that's 2 sides of the same coin, right? Shion ES will appear at a rate of 10% on the 10th encounter. Then we have Fateful Encounter Fugen Itoryu. Fugen Itoryu characters featured including Shion ES. On the 10th ally encounter, the characters below will appear at a 10% encounter rate. That's Shion Extra Style, Jet Tactician, Shion AS, Shigure ES, Blooming Blade Akane, and Oboro. Now, those were some character-specific encounters. We also have some 8th anniversary encounters, including Guiding Star Encounter. You will receive a Guiding Star drop after the Guiding Star encounter. Use the Guiding Star drop to encounter 1 random Stellar Awakened 5-star class ally out of 20 allies that newly appear in the encounters between version 3.8 and version 3.10.6. And then after that, we have the much requested Star Dream encounter. This one for the 8th anniversary, and you'll be I hope delighted to learn that you can encounter a 5-star dream character of your choice available as of version 3.11.0. That's this update. That one is this update. That will be available as of the 3.11.0 update through May 11th. Time for reaction there. In addition, we have some 8th anniversary campaigns, and for the 8th anniversary, we're thinking about the number 8 to celebrate 8, where you can get up to 8,000 Chronostones. How? Let me count the ways. 8,000 of them. First, you get 1,000 Chronostones just by logging in any time between April 11th and May 31st. Second, today's item will increase to 100 Chronostones daily. Get up to 4,000 Chronostones if you log in every day during this period. This is from April 11th to May 21st. Third, Volume 4 release celebration. You start and clear the episodes to get, or the volume, to get up to 2,000 Chronostones. 1,000 for starting main story part 3 volume 4, and 1,000 for clearing main story part 3 volume 4. And then finally, the Astral Archive related campaigns will be added in version 3.11.2. You can get up to 1,000 Chronostones for that. Details will be announced at a later date. More details on how that'll work. So stay tuned. So once again, to summarize, I went through that a little bit quickly. We have a summary page here. 8th anniversary celebration campaign. Get up to 8,000 Chronostones. Log in during the period to get 1,000. Today's item will be increased up to 100 Chronostones for a significant amount of time. And if you log in every day during that period, you'll get up to 4,000 Chronostones. Main story part 3 volume 4, 1,000 for starting, 1,000 for ending. And to be added in version 3.11.2, the Astral Archive campaign, you'll get 1,000 Chronostones. Once again, details on that one later. Next, we are also bringing back the Friend, Invite, and Homecoming campaign. Invite a friend to play another Eden. The inviter gets 2,000 Chronostones, and the invitee gets tickets for up to 41 encounters. Invitees are limited to players who start another Eden on April 4th, 2025, 3 p.m. UTC or later. Then we have a Homecoming campaign. For players who haven't logged in for the past 2 months, a welcome back gift is available. Log in during the campaign period to get welcome back gifts for up to 10 days, and log in for 10 days to get a 5-star guaranteed ticket. As part of the Friend Invite campaign, we're going to try to make this a little bit easy. After the version 3.11 update released on April 12th, you'll be able to copy your invite code and see mission details from the bottom left in-game menu. You click on menu, then other, then invite a friend. You can check the notice for more details on that. And now we also are going to be conducting a survey, a user survey, from April 11th around 2:30 to April 23rd around 2:59. It'll take about 15 minutes to complete. You can get 100 Chronostones for completing this user survey. So keep an eye out for that coming in the in-game notice around April 11th. We'd love to hear your feedback. Let us summarize, shall we? Version 3.11.0 update info summary. Version 3.11 releases April 12th. Main story part 3, Into the Hollow, volume 4. Play the story to obtain Aldo's and other style. 8th anniversary celebration. Get up to 8,000 Chronostones, 1,000 just for logging in, and today's item is increased up to 4,000 Chronostones in total. Start and clear Volume 4 to get 1,000 Chronostones each, 2,000 Chronostones in total for starting and for clearing. Astral Archive campaign plan for version 3.11.2. Once again, more details on that later. Nilia and Shion Extra Style arrive in Encounters, an 8th anniversary celebration in Encounters, including a Star Dream encounter and a Guiding Star encounter. The new Invite a Friend feature, and the user survey you can complete for 100 Chronostones. Now, as we said before, the Volume 4 is the final volume of Main Story Part 3, but the adventures don't stop. There are other adventures going on. I have one to share with you right now. An adventure continues, and I'm just gonna tease this adventure real quick with this image. A new ensemble is on the way. This is a story centered around the intelligence service COA. Let us preview it, shall we? There we go. We have an ensemble coming. A previously Untold Tale, which reaches the depths of another Eden's abyss. A new serialized episode coming this summer. So this is to clarify, this is an episode, a serialized episode, as opposed to an ensemble. How are we feeling? I've got a little bit more for you. We only have that little tease of the episode here. So let me clarify, because I think I'm rushing through at a little breakneck speed. We've got a couple of things coming. First, we have this new ensemble on the way. This the trailer that I just showed is actually for something another adventure, a completely separate thing. So we have this ensemble story around the COA, and then the episode, a new serialized episode, totally separate from that, is coming this summer. So, but there's actually, maybe I should slow down. I'm getting a little too excited. Everything's starting to merge together. Yeah, sorry, I can tell that I was that the way that I flowed through that was a little bit confusing there, but I hope that clears things up. With that clarification, we have more characters to look at. Some future characters a little bit down the line, starting with Muris getting a stellar awakening. Here's one I'm really excited about. Personally, not to put my thumb on the scale or play favorites or anything, but Villette and Gunz are getting another style. That might be my favorite style for a mascot there. Or for a sidekick. Guns needs to be top 3 sidekick in the next popularity vote. And if he's not, I'm dropping another 12-hour Guns dancing video. Don't test me. Then we have another style for red-clad Flamemancer. So, yeah, once again, coming through, Muris gets a Stellar Awakening as recapping, in review. Valette and Guntz, another styles, and once again, like Guntz's scholar outfit here. I cannot tell you. You need to vote her in the next popularity contest. Or I already told you what's happening. And then Red Clad Flamemancer, another style, are some of the characters coming. Now let's talk about a couple of quality of life changes that will be coming. Some improvements coming to the game a little bit down the line. First, a one-touch unlock feature for the Stellar board. Press the one-touch unlock button when your SP is full to unlock all panels at once. A function to unlock multiple panels at once will also be added. To make things a little bit easier. We're also revamping, this is cool, we're revamping the skill descriptions. Main menu and battle screen skill descriptions will be getting a makeover. Skill descriptions will be revamped for easier understanding. Buff and debuffs displayed as icons. You can see one with the red arrow over there. Whoopsie. Will be displayed as icons. I just pressed duplicate new slide. Features explaining special effects and various other features will be added. In version 3.11.0, the revamp will be applied to a limited number of characters. Revamps will be added gradually in future updates. Please keep that in mind. This one, I think some of you power players will be interested to know. The damage cap, it will be raised. The maximum damage that can be dealt in one hit will increase to, I got this right, 9,999,999,999. In addition to this change, damage will be reduced if the calculated damage exceeds 2.5 billion. Astral Archive tomes, where you can battle powerful enemies from the past, will also be added. And there will be a major update to the Manifestation Weapon Discovery. A customization feature will enhance the specs of manifestation weapons. By repeatedly fighting against a manifestation weapon, you can obtain items to customize the manifestation weapon. In addition, UI improvements will be made to make it easier for you to take on manifestation battles. Shall we summarize? Once again, future update info, a new ensemble will arrive, and a new serialized episode will begin this summer or later. Muris 5-star will receive Stellar Awakening. Valette Another Style and her sidekick Guntz's Another Style will arrive. Red Clad Flamemancer Another Style will arrive. In version 3.11.0, Stellar Board unlock all features, skill description improvements, and sequentially added, and damage cap unlock will be added. Major update of manifestation is planned in the future. Please check our social media for more updates like this. A reminder that once again, we are doing the pre-live stream campaign. Everybody will get Chrono Stones depending on the number of reactions to this campaign post in global and Japan. Once again, we reach 5,000 reactions for 400 Chrono Stones and 10,000 for 500 Chrono Stones. And finally, to celebrate the Spring Festival 2025, we also are doing Twin Destinies and Brilliant Encounters for the 8th anniversary countdown. The Twin Destinies encounter, another style or parallel time ally, are guaranteed on both the 9th and 10th encounters. And then the Brilliant encounter, a 4-star character or higher that can change into a 5-star, is guaranteed on the 10th encounter for that one. Those will be from April 5 around 1 p.m. UTC. That's pretty soon, I believe. We started this at 9:30 and we're going on 11:30. So about 2-3-ish hours. In a few hours, this will open up. Only be available until April 11th, 2:59 p.m. So take advantage of those while you can. But wait, there's more. Fateful Encounter 8th Anniversary Countdown. You are guaranteed to encounter one of the characters listed below on the 10th encounter. Hoarfrost Songstress Yukino, Kagurame, Forlorn Thespian Lokido, Id, Izuna, Nocturne Ninja Tsubame, Thornbound Witch Shani, Utpalaka, Renri, and Jill Funny. I think I need pretty much all of those characters. I might have Renri, and that's it. Of this on my account. Man, this is a good one for me. Then we have Ally Encounter 8th Anniversary Countdown at a 10% 5-star rate. Total of 3 Anniversary Countdown encounters. So these are going to slightly overlap each other, but they'll be released at different times. If you encounter a 5-star character, that character will always be one of the 8 eligible characters. 1.25% encounter rate for each. You can use free Chrono Stones. These are special encounters with unlimited amounts of time uses. In these encounters, you can obtain 8th Anniversary Countdown Star Trails. This will be held sequentially from April 5th, and we'll go into the specific dates right now. First, Part 1 will be from April 5th to April 9th. Part 2 will be from April 6th to April 10th. And then Part 3 will be from April 7th to April 11th. So once again, they're kind of tiered releases. There will be some overlap with them, but they will be releasing at different days, starting today. And then finally, an 8th Anniversary Countdown Star Trail drop. Use the Countdown Star Trail drops to encounter a 5-star class ally. Plus, the following characters appear at a 10% encounter rate each: Kagurame, Id, Izuna, Upalaka, Jolfani, Mazrika, and Shianwa. All right. We've made it. We've made it, everyone. We're here at the end. That does it for this episode of Another Eden Live. How do we feel about the update? How do we feel about 8,000 Chrono Stones and Aldo's Another Style and the new character Nilia or maybe grandfather Jilia? The new music, the new settings, the everything. 8 years, friends. It's been in a week. It will, to the day, it will be the 8th anniversary. Time flies, truly. It feels like yesterday that we were doing the first one of these Another Eden live streams, and it feels even just barely longer than that. That I joined this project and started posting silly things on the internet on behalf of Another Eden. It is wonderful to be a part of this team. It's wonderful to be your community manager, to be a part of you all, the community. Yeah, I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all enjoyed this edition of Another Eden Live. I hope you all enjoy the coming update. Just, as always. Before I forget, I do have one thing I want to say. Something that I forgot to say about a character earlier on, and then I'll do my sign off. You saw that we got a message from scenario writer Masato Kato earlier, and I mentioned how he basically shaped my childhood. One exciting thing about him, with the new character Nilia. Let me find her introduction here. Nilia. The character quest for Nilia is written by Masato Kato. So I hope you will be able to enjoy the character quest. Can't believe I almost forgot that. I think I got too caught up in Kato-san's message. Anyway, that does it once again for this edition of Another Eden Live. Thank you so much, everyone. Please be kind to each other. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.